listening to The Power of Being Positive, helping you discover strategies to unleash the uplifting, energizing, and motivating power of being positive and the awesome effects that it can have in your life. Getting ready to power you up in 3, 2,
welcome back
1.
to The Power of Being Positive. I am your host, David Clark. It's been a minute, I know. Last time I posted an episode, I said, I'm going to get these back up on a more frequent basis, and I haven't. So please forgive me, and I hope that you are ready to put your positive hats on today and help. I hope I can help you again be inspired to get out there and try something that will get you out of your comfort zone. The more times you do it, the more times you do something like that, the better you'll get at it. I feel like I'm getting better with recording these episodes every time that I do them. I feel like I'm getting more comfortable talking to a microphone and feel like I'm talking to you. So, and again, the second goal beyond with this podcast is I hope that each of you get, one thing out of them that help you deal with negativity in a more positive way. So again, that, you can live a more positive, fulfilled life yourself. So on with this episode, I've been thinking about things a lot lately that have kind of been going on in my own life and different struggles that I have with things. And one of the things that keeps coming to my mind a lot is, dealing when you deal with other people and how to, make sure that, you're giving them positive reactions and that they are in turn giving you positive reactions. And I think that a lot of that comes down from really like a sense of control. If you think about it, oftentimes you will get down or negative about a situation the most when you feel like you are out of control of that situation. Right? You'll start to take actions that aren't really in the best interest of what it is that, would be in the best interest of helping you move things forward. And, you'll start acting more irrationally. You'll get more impatient. You'll get frustrated. And all of this boils down to the fact that you don't feel like you're in control of something. So think about it. I mean, the last time that someone blew up at you, it's because more than likely they didn't feel like they were in control of a situation that was happening in one way, shape, or form. They didn't completely understand or expect maybe your reaction. So your reaction to them, since they weren't expecting it, caused them to again feel like they were out of control. So again, think about control and expectations and things like that as you deal and interact with people. Another key thing to think about with control is making decisions. Because there are times when, as you're going through, this feeling of uncertainty and all this stuff, you can let that uncertainty basically take you and put you in a corner, right? Because you are indecisive, you are not confident, there's something going on, and you're scared to take action or to make a decision. And so what causes that? What causes you to allow indecisiveness to put you in a corner? So think about that for a second, because that's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, is that I've been scared to decide, or I've been scared to make a decision or nervous about making a decision based off of what? There are two things that I can think of that come to mind with something like this. The first thing with being scared to make a decision is that it goes back to this control thing, right? You don't know, you aren't confident in the result of the decision that you're making. So you aren't confident, you've got this goal that you want to accomplish, obviously. So you have this big goal, and then you have, like I talked about in one of the first episodes, or actually I talked about in the last episode about when you have a big goal. So if you want to listen back to the last episode that I did. So if you have a big goal, then you need to take that goal and you need to break it down into micro goals. Okay? So you have your micro goal, your daily goal that you need to achieve. In order to achieve those goals, you've got to make some decisions along the way on actions that you need to take to get those goals. So again, being indecisive and not having confidence in yourself to take an action will put you in a corner, and it will absolutely 1,000% immobilize you to the point to where you will sit there and overthink things and stress out to no end. Because again, I'm a big overthinker on things. Like I try to get myself in a mindset of action and move and go, and hey, don't worry about it. You'll figure it out as you go and all that stuff. But I will sit back and overthink things a lot of times before I start to move and take action on them. So again, there are two things that you've got to think about that are causing you to be indecisive. And I'm going to give you ways to kind of address these as I talk about them. The first thing, the main reason why you are so indecisive is because you feel like you don't have all the knowledge. It's kind of simple sounding. But the reason you're scared to make a decision is because you don't feel confident in the information that you have to make that decision. So you're scared to make it, right? It could be something as simple as, thing with me is I just doubt the decision. It's like, is this the right thing to do? Is this the right person to hire? Is this the right promo to buy for a conference I'm going to? Is this the right, ad selection to push? I doubt myself with that. And it's one of those things to where if you don't feel like you have enough knowledge, then go get the knowledge, right? Go read an article, go read a book, go do a little bit more research on whatever it is that's causing you to not have confidence in your decision from a expertise or knowledge standpoint. Go ask somebody else. One of the best things that you can do for someone as a person, if you see someone sitting immobile and it looks like they may be struggling, then ask them, hey, what are you working on? Is there any decision or anything that you're stuck on that you want to bounce off me? Because one of the things that will help you kind of understand that the things that you're thinking in your head and the lack of confidence that you have in yourself from the other perspective is helping somebody else. So go help somebody else with a problem. Once you see that you can help somebody else, that will instill confidence in yourself, in you. The other thing is that when you are having this indecision problem, verbalize the decision that you feel like you need to make. So if you're sitting there and you're like thinking over and over again, and what happens is you have these voices in your head that keep saying, oh, that's stupid, that's dumb, that's that doesn't make any sense. That's going to fail. That's wrong, right? That's your flight mentality. What you need to do is you need to say out loud, I want to do this to accomplish this. It will help you get it out of your head and get it out into the world and help it make more sense if you do that. The other thing that you can do to help get some kind of confidence in yourself is where I said for you to go talk to somebody else and ask them if they're having any problems or need any help with anything. Get up out of your chair and walk, move, because movement will help you get your actual body flowing and moving, and it will help you build some kind of confidence and release endorphins and things like that in your body as you move, because you're actually physically moving. It's there's an NLP term that I can't remember right now, but it's basically just changing your physical state. But get up and move, and then go and talk to somebody else in your office and say, hey, I'm struggling with a decision. And you can tell them, if it makes you feel better, I'm feeling kind of silly. I'm struggling with this decision. Here's what I'm thinking. What do you think? And the other person will either validate you or give you another way to think about it, which will help free your mind from being stuck in the fact that you are stuck in this decision. Because I'm telling you, being indecisive only shows that you don't have control. And when you don't have control, then again, it's going to cause you to act irrationally or not act at all, or not move or not make progress. The next thing that you can think about with the other thing with being indecisive, so you either feel like you don't have the knowledge to actually do something, which is causing you to lack confidence. That's kind of the one thing that we covered. The next thing is you may feel like, or the other thing that I've always found is that the reason I'm not making a decision is because I don't feel like I've gotten somebody's permission that I need to make that decision, to make a decision. So then I sit around and I'm like, I mean, I've got the latitude to make this decision, but I don't know if this person is going to be cool with it or not, because I feel like I need their buy-in, but I really don't, because they don't really care. But but should I? I don't know. I mean, I'm so confused. So you can work yourself up again into a fact of this, I don't know, I think, I maybe stuff, when all you ultimately need to do is, if you feel like you need somebody's permission or buy-in, then go to them. You know, if it's a boss, if it's a family member, if it's a friend, whoever it is, get up out of your desk or wherever you are and go and physically talk to that person. Say, hey, I don't know if you want to have any buy-in on this or not, but here's what I'm thinking that I need to do. I need to go and do this. I need to go basically, I need to spend $300 or $400 on this item over here. Are you okay with that? I mean, they'll tell you real quick, yes or no. And then you'll have your answer instead of you sitting over there twirling in your mind and doing backflips, worrying about if that person is going to be okay with you moving forward and taking action. Because at the end of the day is you can take action, and if they're not okay with it, they'll let you know. And more than likely, the way that they will let you know won't be something that's going to hurt your feelings or injure anybody. So because of the fact that is, if the decision was that huge, then you would definitely feel like you need to go talk to them. So again, think about this. The way this whole dynamic works is that it goes from control to the quickest way that you can actually take control of any situation that you are dealing with is to make a decision of some kind. And it could be a small decision. You can decide that, look, this is what I'm going to do today. This is where we're going to go. This is how we're going to do this. You know, hey, these are the tasks that I'm going to accomplish today. It could be a small decision. Make a decision. It will help you feel like you have some kind of control back in your life of what you're doing. If you don't feel like you can make a decision based off of two things, the fact that you don't have knowledge, or you don't have someone else's buy-in or approval, then handle those two things. Go get more knowledge, build up your confidence, then go get the approval that you need, and then move on to the next thing. One thing that my wife tells me all the time that I'm one of the world's worst at is she tells me not to negotiate with myself. And those are real powerful words, if you think about it, is don't negotiate with yourself, which means don't limit yourself because you think that someone else has got something that someone else is going to give an opinion that they have not given you yet. Or something is going to happen that hasn't happened yet. So don't negotiate with yourself. Let your actions dictate what other people say and do for you. If that kind of makes sense as we talk about this. So again, don't negotiate with yourself. Go talk to people. They will tell you, they will give you the buy-in, the approval, the whatever it is that you need or don't need. You will know where they stand after you bring it to them. But don't limit yourself through your own thoughts and your own misconceptions of how things are going to turn out. Well, all right. So look, I hope you got a little bit out of this episode. I know it was sort of all over the place, but it's something I've been thinking about a lot. And I hope that as you all listen to me do these, and as you take chances and risks of your own and get out there and try new things, then, again, I hope that, seeing me attempt to do this is something that will inspire you as well. So with that, this is David Clark, Power of Being Positive. Remember to go encourage someone else today and be an encouraging force for them, because that one piece of encouragement that you give them may be the one thing that changes their life. Also, if you get a chance, please leave me a rating and review. Let me know what you think, because it does help me know if I'm doing these things right, and if you're getting anything out of them. All right, have a great one, and we'll talk to you again real soon. I'm going to start having guests lined up. I'm getting guests lined up, I promise. I know I've been saying that, but I got a bunch of great guests that I've been talking to, potentially about coming on, and we're going to get this thing really rolling here in
You've been listening to the Power of Being Positive podcast.
Thanks.
To get more tips sent to your inbox, visit powerofbeingpositive.com.